Yeah, but it says waiting for predatory fins. He said it's live. All right, we're live. We're back live. Hopefully it works this time, because if it doesn't, John is in trouble.
If it doesn't work, we're just going to stop doing the lives. How's that?
Yeah. All right, much better. So I don't know why that happens.
The last time also, we started it, and then it worked fine. I think maybe we started it too early, and I let it sit for a while. So we have to. Okay. Anyways, it is what it is.
We're here. We're here. You know, let's get this going. So how was your vacation? You ate a lot of chicken nuggets over there, or?
No chicken nuggets. It was too expensive. Yeah, everything's expensive in the Bahamas. I don't. Nothing bad to say about it, but I don't want to go back. It's
Really?
just way too expensive.
Really? What about the girls? They enjoyed it?
Yeah, they had fun.
But you guys are not really beach people, though. You don't enjoy the beach that much.
No, we went to the beach, but they were more into like the water park. What are they gonna just lay there and play in the sand for a little bit, and they get bored? You know, it's not like Ryan where he can play for hours.
Yeah, he can just look at a stick and at that age.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed Hawaii better.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure.
No, I mean even on the beach, right? Because we brought a little fishing pole and we just threw a line out there and we caught little what was
fish.
it? Not the clownfish. We caught a whole bunch of stuff. It was a lot of fun. Here, they had their goggles. I told them, take a look. Is there any fish under there? There's like nothing.
Really?
Absolutely nothing.
You see any sharks or no?
Nothing. Yeah. So it is what it is. It was relaxing. My knees got to recover.
Good.
Okay. So
because right now it's going to be back to back to back. We have a crazy shipment coming in this weekend. Finally, the turtles are coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
For everybody that said that was fake, there we go. No, I think what happened is there was a shipment that came into the U.S. with the CITES was in Rio, right? Something like that. And then after that, it became even a longer process to get the original CITES to be cleared.
How do I turn on my comments? Usually it's just on, but I don't see anything.
Huh.
Or should I just get out?
Yeah, get out and start over. Because I can see all the comments.
Okay.
So they're coming. I sent everybody the pre-order one, the rest of the invoice. And we're thinking about shipping Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to make sure that they're good to go.
Yeah.
But then on top of it, we have a lot of crazy fish coming in. Let's just talk about one of them. There's only 6 bumblebee groupers, right?
Yes.
So hopefully they come in good. I know a lot of people are looking for them. So if you're looking for a bumblebee grouper, we should have them. 6 of them. My Aquatic Diary. What's up, brother? You're Rod and Kevin. Always love your talks, homies. Keep up and can't wait for your tanks to be up. We need to go see him.
Who is this guy?
Hold on. I'm horrible with names, bro. What's his name? He was like my hero before I started Predatory Fins.
Okay. Talking about me?
Well, no, I didn't even know you, but he had a pond with all monster fish in Asia. And he built like a 60,000 gallon pond. And it's all of our dreams to have the same thing, you know? So I used to.
The guy from Indonesia?
I think so.
Giovanni?
No, he's not Giovanni.
Oh.
The worst part is I know his name. Bro,
Okay.
can you type your name for me, bro, please? I feel even bad asking. So he built like this 60,000 gallon pond and huge arapaima and all this stuff. Maroon sharks. That's the first time I think I seen a maroon shark. And I remember Lisa would be asleep and I'll be watching his YouTube videos, you know, just dreaming like, oh, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. And Toby, I knew it was I knew it was an easy name.
Okay.
Toby, are you in Indonesia or Malaysia? We got to go see him, bro. If you guys haven't seen his channel, I think he stopped posting for a while, but he used to have really, really cool stuff to see. But he reached out to me about filter socks.
Okay.
He wants to talk to us about filter socks, so we gotta remember talking about that.
Not a problem. Avery Fish Room is asking, are we ever going to do show and tell again? What's the show and tell? Is it the...
Oh, for the members? Is that the one for the members where we looked at the tank and rated it?
Maybe, yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, we will. It's just John. John is, I think he's in Barcelona. Bro, John travels more than the fish that we import.
Oh, he's from Malaysia.
Malaysia. Dude, we got to come see you, man.
Malaysia's definitely on the list. I've been to Malaysia quite a few times. When I first started, I'll see it's lagging again.
Is it?
Yeah, mine's is. When I first started in this business, I went to Malaysia a lot, looking for sources of discus and other fish.
So Toby, we're definitely gonna come see you, man. I want to see that crazy pond. I want to swim in that crazy pond. I think it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
The lag is coming back. I don't understand. I don't.
Anyways,
Collab merch between Rod and Kevin. I think we should. We should have like
yeah,
an arapaima and a stingray on the same shirt.
I think we should have a big stingray, like with the arapaima in his mouth, eating the arapaima.
Okay, got an idea. How about a stingray and the spots on the stingray a different fish? Damn.
It's a different fish?
Yeah, every spot on the stingray is the shape of a different fish.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty unique.
Interesting.
We're coming up with something. It's just so much to do. Right now, the plans are we have to set up the rack where Paul Cafaro's, if you haven't seen it, he's setting up an online store, and we're going to start carrying a bunch of different fish dedicated for him. We also have all the shipments coming in that we got to take care of. We take care of all the fish here. We have to set up 2,000 gallons each?
Which one?
The water totes?
Yes. 2
water tanks. We're picking up one, hopefully this weekend, and so we can have enough water for the entire facility. Then we got to plumb all that up. It's a lot of work. Then we're going to try to get ready for Animal Con in Florida. So there's a lot going on, but we also have to start building the front of the store because we're submitting the plans to the town on Monday, right? And after that, hopefully it will be an easier, faster process.
Correct. It's just like our shipments. Everything just all slams together at the same time. Okay. Avery's also asking what's new for rays coming in. Well, we showed it in the videos. We got those golden albino pearls. We got some black diamonds. We got some marble matoros. But if you're fishing for the snow leopards, they are here. So if you are interested, you could contact us. I just haven't gotten a chance to take photos and put them online, and I'm just enjoying them a little bit before letting them go.
But talking more about the show and tell, that was a lot of fun. I think we should do that every week to the members, and then we get to see, their tanks. But this week wasn't the fish. This week wasn't a tank. It was their fish, their private fish.
It was supposed to be, yes.
They had to send a video of them promoting their fish, trying to sell us their fish.
Yeah.
So when John gets back here, we'll set up a time, a date, and then we're going to go over again. But that was a lot of fun. Wilson said, Rod, you guys viewing the live from Facebook or YouTube? We're viewing them on YouTube. But we can still get your messages. Bimmermoney Weed. He said, you guys should sell whole tank setup with kits for specific predator fish. Now, that's a good idea. We talked about that before, having the whole entire system ready with filtration, right? And I also wanted it away because, like, for example, in Florida, we had problems with chlorine and chloramine. So we wanted to set something up where you plug the hose and the filter itself would remove the chlorine and chloramine and the ammonia for you guys so you can just put it in a tank. We have all that planned out. It's just not enough time.
Yeah, and also selling a whole tank setup for predator fish, it varies too much, though, because you don't know what size tank they want. I mean, we can do it for a 90-gallon, but is that really enough? It's more like a starter intro type of thing,
right?
That we can get you set up on. But I think it's not like a little planted tank, like a little bowl, and then just take everything and go. I think it's a little bit more complicated, but it's a good idea though.
Little Ego said, "Can you sex fly river turtles at a young age?" It's very hard, right?
I honestly don't know how to sex turtles. We figured it out with the soft shells, right? Mm-hmm. So if the same things apply about the tail and the body shape or the shape of the shell, then we can try to figure out. But at the same time, I don't ever like to guarantee it unless I know for sure. Like a stingray, you can see claspers and no claspers. That's a no-brainer. Right. Then I'll guarantee you. But when people ask us to sex discus or cichlids or even puffers, I mean sometimes with these fish it's a hit or miss. You have to raise groups and let them pair off on their own if you're really looking to breed. That's the right way to do it.
Like those albino turtles are easy to sell. They're easy to see. They're humping each other every day.
Well, next time we see a pair humping, we just set them aside.
All right. Rocco, he said, "Hey Rod, I ordered vampire fish and I went to Tennessee and I'm from New Jersey." So Rocco, I think I emailed you back already. All orders shipped to UPS go to Tennessee, correct? To their hub.
No, Kentucky.
Kentucky, sorry. So I don't know why it would be in Tennessee. And then from Kentucky, they get shipped back. Doesn't make any sense. Why go there and go back to New Jersey?
Yeah, that's just a total screw up on their part.
So I think what happens is that they probably had a plane failure or some stuff. But I think I told you in the email, with situations like this, just record you unboxing the fish. If it's dead, we'll take care of it and we'll put a claim with UPS.
Okay. So Kyla Cody is asking or saying that they are selling barramundi in the fish market in Chinatown for $5.99 a pound. Mm-hmm. Would you buy those cheaper than buying from someone overseas and getting it shipped? Okay, well, see, the thing is, those fish, you see the way they're kept. Highly, highly overstocked in a tank. They're not keeping it for the sake of the health of the fish. They're just keeping it alive until they sell it. So the way they're handled is completely different. And I would say it's very high risk of bringing disease back into your tank. Unless you're really cautious, you have a separate tank, and you want to try it, then by all means, go ahead. These are all farm-raised fish. But when we import it ourselves, it's imported in the proper way where, let's say, based on the size, one box can hold 6 or 10 or 15, depending on their size. But if you ever watch these barramundis at the supermarket come in, it's in a tote with like 1,000 fish all piled on top of each other. So, it's a risk. I'm not saying that it's not a good deal, but it's a risk.
Yeah, Kim's not here today.
Okay. Yeah, I hope she's okay. Oh. Maybe she's mad I didn't pick her Ray yet.
Hi, Desert Bass and Catch. Fingers crossed Piriba shipping in this week. We had 2 and we sold them. But we're going to try to get more. I'm working on a shipment with Piraibas, Jaws. What else was the other one? Dorado catfish. Bigger ones. So if you guys want those fish, just email us right away. We can work on a pre-order. Because usually when we put them on the website, they sell out right away.
Look at Stoney. He's saying the bit rate is too high on your streaming app on the computer. That's why it's lagging, because maybe we're sending it out at such high rate that the buffering or whatever can't keep up.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I can go turn it down. Do you want me to mess with it?
Probably not now. Are you guys okay with it? Is everything fine right now?
Man, Avery just messaged me already about the snow leopard.
Look at Wilson. He said keeping fish in Singapore is really expensive, and our government doesn't allow huge tanks over 1,000 gallons. Yes. Unless you live in landed property.
Okay, what that means is in Asia, everything is built upwards. Everyone's living in apartment buildings. So there's probably a rule that they're not allowed to have a tank over a certain size or weight because it could collapse on the floors unless you're living on what they mean is like solid ground. Okay. But I find it hard to believe that it's really expensive. Maybe it's expensive in their minds because they're in their own economy and their price seems high, right? But I mean, we import fish from all these Asian countries, so I guess it depends on your cost of living.
Yeah, but we're also paying with dollar.
Yeah, but we're also paying shipping and other things, so it's a cost of living thing. I don't think it's that expensive unless you're, buying like really really high end expensive stuff, rare stuff.
Bimmermani Weed, will you guys make a saltwater display tank with predatory fish? Yes, we have a 12,000. The 12,000 gallon that we had in Florida, we're making that saltwater. We already have 2 sharks that we're growing for the exhibit. We plan on getting some more. Actually, we got to call that guy and see what's the status on the tank.
Yeah.
This end of the month, the end of the year is going to be very busy for us.
It is. I just don't want to rush him.
No, I told him take his time.
Yeah, because we have to get the other one in first.
Yeah. Yes, OB1DK. Remember to hit the like button or John will be missing each live. How many snow leopards did you get? Paul S. is asking.
I got enough that I can sell a few. Okay.
See, Avery's smart. If everyone goes back 2 seconds on video, it clears the buffering.
Okay. So, you know what? Let's turn it around and blame it on everyone's phone being so jammed up with photos and other, unimportant apps. And it's affecting the quality of our stream. So everybody go delete some stuff off your phone and you'll be fine.
John Thomas said, hey, when do you guys think you'll be getting bowfin in?
I think the season's passed. Probably large ones are available, but
I know.
Yeah, they're.
If anybody here watching this and you can catch little ones, let us know.
Okay, so what else is going on here?
Outcast 125. Hi, Rod and Kevin. What's up, buddy? What are you most excited for on the shipment coming in?
The shipment coming in?
Yeah.
Some of the perch.
Just to see it. Wait, are we sold a lot of them already? There's some for sale still?
The Korean ones.
Oh.
But the other one, no, there's smaller ones too. We got
one.
Small. The big ones are all gone.
Guys, I know there's a lot of people here that probably like rare fish. So I'm going to let you in on this before we put it up on the website. We have small. How big are they? Like 4 inches?
I want to say 3
to 4?
Yeah.
Albino golden.
Chinese perch.
Chinese perch. So price is going to be reasonable, right? Because they're small.
Yeah, reasonable.
For a rare fish.
Okay, yeah. Well, depends what you call reasonable. Some people might say $100 is reasonable, but this is
rare.
It's going to be up there. It's like, I want to say under 1,000, but
right. But like a big one is going to like $5,000, so you can get a little one for a decent price.
Yeah, maybe if I had to throw a number, I want to say around like the 7 range.
See, I would have bought that.
Yeah,
because you're talking about a rare fish that at 15, 16 inches, it's a car payment.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Phil McCool said, Rod, I just saw a video where a diver filmed a piebald nurse shark. It was amazing. I saw that video too. That shark looked crazy.
Where?
It was a piebald nurse shark. It was white.
Piebald?
Yeah, white with black spots. It was amazing. Any Du Boise puffers?
Puffers on the horizon. I can ask. I never really chased those, but I'm sure if I push it a little bit, we can get our hands on 1 or 2.
What about albino red tapajou?
Those are coming.
Oh, look at that.
We got those in. This is going to be a good shipment. It's probably going to be one of those 3-part unboxing videos.
35 boxes, right?
32.
32 boxes. Yeah. Justin Nason is asking, what's a typical day for both of you? So I do more of like office work, replying to emails, and because like we had a secretary, but it got to the point where she has still had to ask us the questions anyways, right? So we decided that, all right, Kevin will be more taking care of the fish. I'll be more taking care of like social media, replying to messages, phone calls, emails, because there's a lot. There's so much stuff that comes in every day that, sometimes we miss things. But it's going to be hard. We're going to need more help. As soon as we open the store, we're going to need more help. And, with the exhibit, we're going to need more help. We're only two people, and we also want to start traveling to do different types of videos. So we're definitely going to need,
speaking of that, I was interested in talking with that kid that emailed us was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think so. I forwarded it to you because I know I'm going to lose it, so I just forwarded it to you. OB1DK, do you have boxing today, Rod? Yes, I do. 7:30. I'm going to train every day now because I got to beat up Joey. I cannot lose to Joey. Fejai won't let me live after that.
No. Oh, so Kyla Cody says she can catch larger ones, the bowfins. At least 5 in stock. Yeah, give us a call or email us. We'll work something out. Clubba Lang is asking, what do you plan on having with the ST in the ST display tank? Pretty much anything that can get along with it, and as long as nobody will hurt it and kill it. So what kind of... we can keep catfish, rays. It's about balancing the size and not... See, STs are slow growers. So if we put, like, some major catfish... Kim, lower your volume. If the catfish has the potential of outgrowing the ST too fast, then that's a dangerous mix. So as long as they're compatible, I have no problems.
Joseph Ferrante, what's up, guys? What's up, buddy? Joseph is the one that said that he can help with plumbing parts.
Okay.
Dub T, got my Zabrino pike. Excellent packing. It was 105 degrees that day. Package was nice and cool.
Nice.
Thanks. We're buying a shark. Yeah, we do a couple of things here to make sure that the fish arrives fine. But, once we ship, it's out of our hands. Like, we had a customer that I actually feel really bad. It was his birthday. He got vitatas. Some came in. The rest of the fish came in good, but it was leaking, so it was tossed around. Then we reshipped to the fish again, and the 2 vitatas that we reshipped came in dead again. And he's like, I don't know why. I said, look, we shipped 3.
The camera moved. What did you guys do? Just fix the camera?
Oh. I said,
just turn it a little bit.
Just go back this way a little bit.
Slowly, yeah.
It was probably came with the... What do you think? That's good?
Yeah, sure.
A little more?
It is a delay.
What was it even saying?
I don't remember.
I forgot. Damn. Oh, so about the package. So, I just refunded him because I felt so bad that, there's nothing we could do at that point. I don't want to keep sending fish. I think that his boxes are getting mishandled either by the delivery driver or, there's just no way. We shipped.
Well, I think certain fish are also more sensitive.
Yeah, but we shipped all the tiger fish. They're right fine. They've been here for a while. It's not like we just got them in.
It's not the fish. It's definitely the handling because there was another guy. You know what? I think it's there was another customer we had the same problem with, unless this is the same guy, that every time we shipped him the tigers, it would die. So maybe they just can't handle the roughness of
being
UPS.
Tossed around, yeah.
I got a leg.
Yeah, the camera is still.
That's how far back the leg is. Or that's how long the camera's been twisted until we saw it here.
Kevin Trappin, Fish Food Fund, $20. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. Riverado said, Rod, what's your favorite fish? Fresh or salt? Fresh, I think rare paimas and Peruvian sharks, and salt, I say definitely sharks. I like the bonnetheads and black tips. But that zebra shark that we have is really nice too. What's your favorite fish, dude?
Kim's here again. Maybe she was busy doing something.
She just woke up for a nap, she said.
Oh, did it? Okay. Good life.
Beer said, any new orders coming in? Yes, we have a big one coming in this Saturday. Boxing video should be pretty good for that one.
Yeah, everyone's complaining it's lagging again.
Lagging a lot. I don't know.
Okay, so Mountaintop Puffer says he's looking to do a breeding project on the Du Boisies. Well, yeah, if you need it, I'll reach out to the suppliers and ask them for it.
Botanical Aquatic said, have you ever seen a platinum Peruvian shark? Saw some on Instagram from Asia, and it would be an epic addition to the exhibit. So I think we've seen it before. The thing is, we can't import it. We have to, like, it has to be here in the U.S. for us to be able to own it. But I'm sure in the future we'll probably come across one.
We'll breed our own. Camera is good. Lagging is bad. Should I try changing that bit rate thing?
You want to try?
I'll lower it a little bit and let's see what happens.
All right. Kim, a lot of people are asking about you. No, the other Kim. So Vijay is trying to fix the leg.
Down to 5,000.
All right.
And I'll apply it. Hope it doesn't affect the stream
All right, they're saying it's better now.
that quickly.
All right. Yep. Dude, you know what we should do? Remember how we were talking about the other day to buy a property in Thailand? We should buy a house in Thailand, like with a lot of rooms, and then bring people there for vacation.
You know what? That's something I wanted to do a long time ago. Before I met you, I don't know if it's before I got into rays, but it was definitely when I was into fish, and it would be like fish tourism. Right? So all these people are into the hobby and want to see how the other half of the world, lives, kind of, so to speak, right? We can take them there, go to all these different fish markets.
And it's safe because you know the ways and where to go and all this stuff.
Exactly. So you're with somebody that can take you around and, you're not get ripped off and all this other stuff. And it would be a great trip. I think it's great idea. It was just about how to coordinate that, and if you don't get enough people, what do you do? Like, because you have to set it up as a group to make it worthwhile, right? But if only 4 people register or 6 people register, I didn't know, like, do you cancel on them? I feel, so I just, like, abandoned the whole thing until I could figure out really.
It's hard. It's probably hard to get everybody to have that free time all in the same time, but if you tell them months in advance, that should be good for everybody to take that time off. Yeah. Because you can't go just for a week. You have to go minimum 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right?
Or, we have to do multiple destinations, or those would be separate trips. It varies. Everyone's schedule is different.
Michael Volpe, who's your favorite brother-in-law? I guess, I don't know if I say you, if Matt will be mad, Kayla said we should get custom hat with chicken nuggets for you, bro.
That's
they'll probably sell actually.
well, we'll sell it to them. They can wear it.
So yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Because remember, I wanted to do the fishing trips to the Amazon with predatory fins, and a lot of people are interested in that. I mean, I would go back in a heartbeat. And we had the boats, we had the hotel, we had the people over there on the island that had everything set up.
I think that the trip you did with Joey would be a little bit extreme for
Older
for
people?
bringing like a group of people with us. But if it was something where we can go out fishing, come back and stay in civilization, no, it's better for everybody.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
But if you're trying to catch those monster fish, you got to go a little way.
And I know you have to go deeper. Because when I was in Peru, it was the same thing. We chartered a boat and went out for like an hour and a half, caught nothing. And the fisherman said, yeah, all the fish, it's depleted here, or the environment because it's too close to man. And he's like, if you want the real stuff, you have to go deeper. But it's tough, right? Not everyone can handle that kind of jungle environment. Dude, for a day or two, maybe. But it can't be like a whole week. If it was like, okay, let's go to Belém, and we station there, go out on a 2-day trip, come back into Belém, and then maybe go see some fish farms and mix it all up. At least, people can have a beer and enjoy some nightlife too. Then it's a well-rounded trip, I think.
Yeah, we could do that way. Nice. But like the way we did it, where we actually enjoyed, the town, and then we were gone for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Dude, it was wild.
That's crazy.
Dude, but it was a great time, though.
Yeah. I remember in the other live you were talking about how badly you had the travel.
Diarrhea?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that was my fault. I brushed my teeth with the sink water, which is also the water coming from the river, which your poop water goes into.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So, yeah. Flood City Fish Keeper. Is the plan to ship the Fly Rivers long enough time at your place? Should they stay a little longer? So the Fly Rivers are with our partner, and they're already quarantined. They're healthy. They've been holding it for a while because they're undersized, and to come into the U.S., they have to be minimum 4 inches, right?
Yes.
So they've been taking care of them. These are healthy animals. What we're going to do is just make sure that they're eating. When they come in, they should be good to go. We're going to take a look at them. If they need a little help, we'll hold them longer. But if not, they should be ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Correct. It's not like it's something that was just caught or whatever. It's been at our facility over there for a couple of months now while we were doing the paperwork. So they're very, very healthy, stable animals.
Swift Passage Bros Ministries. When are you going to have the yellow tiger parrots again? Saturday.
Check back next week. Yep.
Do we also have a really cool... What type of parrot is that, dude? The big red one.
Oh, it's the King Kong parrot.
But that thing is...
But we didn't get we didn't get the monster one because the freight was too expensive. I think they said they got like the 7-8 inch, like about that size.
So if they want it bigger, we could get it.
Yeah, we can get like that, like a volleyball. But just think about it. That fish is going to be this high with that much water in the box. The freight's going to be very expensive.
At least what, $600 in freight?
With that amount of water, I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, we've always had access to those things. I just didn't feel
because of the freight. Yeah. Mohammed said, "Watching you all the way from Abu Dhabi."
Abu Dhabi.
That's where we should go to, dude.
Well,
a lot of soccer players are going to Arabia.
Oh yeah.
Saudi Arabia. They're paying a lot of money for them, and everybody's going. It's going to probably be one of the best tournaments in the world now. Gabe Lawrence said, Paul told us ready by next year. Fact or cap? No, he's not lying. Should be before even that. It's coming.
Avery's saying that I'm not down to eat no monkeys. I don't think anyone is.
Dude, wait. When the first night I was there, they cooked for us, right? And I saw like noodles and rice and beans and eggs and all this stuff. And then
you're talking about
Brazil.
South America? Oh, Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil.
Okay.
And then I opened this pot, dude, and it was just like the monkey head, like this. And I'm like, oh hell no! I couldn't do it. You guys could work through drove a trip to organize groups. A lot of my favorite podcasts organize trips that way. Michaela Miner. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Well, I remember last time I mentioned it was before COVID to do the Predatory Fins fishing trip to Brazil. Mm-hmm. And I probably had like 30 or 40 emails. Like people that were like, all right, I'm ready to go. Like, when can we do it? When can I pay?
Well, we can try it on a small scale. I mean, things are all opened up again, and just do a small little one. Just see how it goes and let it grow from there.
Well, we want to go to Thailand, right, soon?
Yeah.
So maybe we can start talking about it and get a group of people and set it up.
So let's not make this formal. Make it informal. People who are interested, just reach out, and we'll gauge it based on the interest, whether it's something that we can realistically put together, right? And if it does, then we'll slowly take steps to make it a reality.
It was, all right, I took those 2 trips. We went to China and Thailand and South America. It's 2 different worlds.
Oh, yeah.
Complete different. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed both, right? Obviously, fishing. We did fishing on both, actually. We did fishing in Brazil. I guess the more natural. But it wasn't
real fishing. The Thailand one wasn't real.
Right.
It was on a lake.
On a lake.
Man-made lake.
That's what I'm saying. If it's more natural, the Brazil trip is going to be amazing. If you want to see crazy things, crazy fish, crazy farms, everything crazy, we have to go to Asia. So doing both trips will be, let's say, realistic speaking, if we were to set this up, when do you think we would go? November? December?
I don't even want to put a date on it.
Let's see if they had to start looking.
We have a lot of things going on here too. That might be like the time frame where a lot of stuff is happening here as well, right? And then November, December, we got, Black Friday, Christmas, all that. That's a big time for us sales-wise as well.
January, maybe?
So it may have to push into after that. It's either got to be before that or after that. I think before is too soon because we're almost in September already.
Yeah.
Right? I think it would have to be after.
And how many people would you want to bring?
It all depends. It's got to be convenient enough where we don't have to worry about getting 15 taxis for everybody. Where we got one little tour bus that can fit a nice group.
10 people?
6 to 10, okay. I would say, because there's us also. So,
Mohammed donated AED 7.29. Thank you, Mohammed. I appreciate it. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you.
Sanjay's asking what size will be the albino tapajou. I think it's about 2 inches, maybe 2.5.
See, OB1DK said, when I travel, I want to get off the beaten path and see the real world. So where we were in the Amazon is the real world. If you get stung by a stingray where we were, that's it. You're going to cry for hours because we're 3 hours away from civilization boat riding. So even the locals there told me they rather get bitten by a snake instead of getting stung by a stingray.
All right, so be careful what you wish for, okay? Because
I love it, dude.
How far off the beaten path do you want to go?
I loved it. I'm telling you, it was like the best trip. Like you're sitting right there fishing. Next thing you know, there's a caiman coming towards you. You're like, oh crap.
Kim's asking, what color should I paint my new 180 for the Stingray? It's not that easy of a question. It depends what kind of ray. I think if you're going to go black rays, then black bottom or light bottom would work. If you're going with brown rays, I think a lighter color makes them look nicer.
Sunday Driver said, have you guys sent the invoices yet? You talking about for the balance for the fly rivers? If you're asking that, then yes, we did. Hussein Beg said, when is the new videos coming?
Oh, my God.
We're working on it. It's got so much going on. But we have this unboxing video coming up, and then we're going to try to be more active. It's just very, very hard.
Okay. Knock on wood before I read this one. Fish House. Hey, Rod, have you heard the news? Giovanni's mega tank, the glass cracked.
No.
See, that. Remember way in the beginning last year, like Rod and I kept going back and forth about these big tanks. That's one of the things I'm afraid of, especially when he made it out of concrete and then put the window. So concrete settles over time. It doesn't happen right away. So now after some time, after some usage, maybe some water seep through concrete or the ground settled and
or
split.
Did the arapaima hit it? Because remember, his arapaima was going crazy.
Yeah, that too. But more than likely, it's the ground settled, and from the weight of that, and then it gave. That's what I would never want to do, like a concrete. The way we went now, either container or fiberglass, is still the better way.
Little Ego said, I'm going to South Korea for a few days. When I take the videos of the aquariums, could I send it in the footage? Would you guys use it on a future stream? Yeah, we'd love to see it. Send some good stuff, and we'll talk about it for sure.
Thank you, Rod. You saved my super red flower horn. What happened there?
I don't know.
Sean,
Did I?
Did you help somebody with a flower horn?
I don't know. I forget.
Wilson is asking, is it true rays are sensitive to salt? I don't think so. I've used it before. It's all about how you apply it. If you're trying to reach a target salinity, you don't just dump it in all at once. Maybe go slowly. But when I first started and I was having problems with rays, and everyone was saying, okay, put salt. I forgot what the dosage was. It was pretty heavy dosage. And I used it, and honestly, I didn't see any difference whether it hurt it or benefited it, and then I just stopped using it. But there are benefits of using salt. It helps regulate their something with osmosis, and it helps with some kind of balance there. But I don't see any harm in using it. Ick. You help them with ick?
Oh, maybe he called and I just told him what to do. But I had so many phone calls that I don't remember. Carson Dicker or Diker. This has probably been asked a million questions, but could you safely keep a Stingray or pair of them in a 180 or 210 gallon?
Safely? Yeah. When you mean safety, mean keeping them healthy, I assume,
Healthy, yeah.
right? Everything comes down to water quality. It's not about the size of the tank, it's about the water quality. So if you do everything you need to maintain the quality of the water, it should be fine, meaning water changes and keeping up with filter cleanings and stuff like that. And as the fish gets bigger, you're going to have to do the maintenance more and more often. That's all it means. Will it outgrow the tank? Depending on the species, it's quite possible. It will. And you probably will have to upgrade at some point.
All right. Joshua Anderson, best advice for fly river turtle on maintaining health. Clean water, feed a variety of foods like fruits, vegetables, pellets. But I think the key is clean water, warmer temperatures.
Overall, they're not hard. They're very easy to keep. Yeah. But people tend to forget that water quality still plays a factor.
So he said he had a white dots all over, and I said turn it up to 88, add salt, and he had done the API treatment, and that didn't help. Contact you, and it helped big time. So one of the tricks that I learned, in Florida, because I had the saltwater tank there too, I had this scenario where one flower horn showed up full of ick, and he looked like he was going to die. So I took him, and I literally just put him in a net in the saltwater tank for about 15 minutes, because obviously ick will die in salt water. That's why I didn't feel like I was going to kill the saltwater fish. Freshwater fish would die. Freshwater ick would die in saltwater, and saltwater ick would die in freshwater, vice versa. So then 15 minutes later, when I picked up the flower horn, he was clean. There was nothing on him. So that's how I learned this trick.
Look, the girls, after coming back from the trip and being in the beach and in the salt water, it cleared up Kim's face. It's coming back now. Go
back to the beach.
The salt clears a lot of stuff. Or being in the water kept their pores clean or whatever. But, yeah, it worked.
Yeah. What is the smaller species of freshwater stingray that's available? Todd Carell is asking.
Some of the smaller species out there are like scobinas. a lot of people ask about teacups, reticulated, but nowadays with captive bred rays, their max sizes tend to be a lot smaller now.
What size range? Like 14?
Yeah, I think 14. And I mean, I've even now some of my rays that were from LA, those are like got to be like at least 4 or 5 years old, and they're barely hitting 14 inches. So the max size is coming down. So in my opinion, it's less of a concern now for hobbyists to be so focused on what's the smallest species. Chances are most of the rays out there now are going to be captive bred, multiple generations, so they will be small enough for your tanks.
Rod, how is the angelfish? First batch, they all died in 1 week, spam, and then the second one all died in 2 days. Is it me, the shipper, or something wrong with the fish? Robert, you get them from us? Because angelfish are another one, they're very fragile. So it doesn't matter how much water we put in the bag. If it gets tossed around, it could arrive in poor condition. But yes, if they arrived alive and he died a few days later, I mean, it really depends as well, like how you acclimate. Because some Ultims, Ultim originally comes from very low pH. And we try, for example, our shipper, he raises the pH slowly. So by the time we receive it, they're already used to that pH.
And no, that's a very good point. Because a lot of people, when they're researching online, like what kind of water parameters, whether it's for angelfish, discus, or stingrays, they're also focused on getting low pH, right, and doing RO water and all that. But what they really missed is what you just said. We're trying to get the fishermen or the exporters to raise them up so that people can have an easier time to keep them. So it's like bouncing back and forth. They have acclimated it up to more realistic water parameters that everyone can keep them. And then hobbyists are doing this kind of research and then bringing it back down. So they think, oh, I set my water up just great. And then now these things are not doing well when you're shocking them back the other way. Make sense?
So what do you think? Like, it's better for you because there's such a finicky fish. You better to just do a drip system with a lot of aeration in the water?
I think it's best to ask whoever you buy the fish from.
He said he bought it from us.
Okay. So, like you said, it could be one of the two things. Either it got tossed around, or maybe they set their water parameters really low to accommodate their natural waters, but our water is not like that. So that could have been another source of stress on the fish as well.
Robert, what's your pH over there? Kim said she thinks you forgot about her.
I didn't forget. Put in your order, and then we'll sit down and select it.
Riverado said, "What's the biggest fish you guys ever caught?" I caught some red tails in the Amazon, and then we went to Thailand. We caught the Mekong carp and the Mekong catfish, and those are pretty big size. Lisa has a picture with a big one.
Yeah. So actually, going back to Kim, when you're ready for the ray, just let us know. Either put in your order, and then we'll set up a time where I can, or you can pick the ray, or I can pick one for you. I just didn't know if you were ready for it yet, because I remember you were, what was it, the car accident, right? So I wasn't sure if you were 100%.
Kim had a car accident?
Was it the car? Remember, a couple of weeks ago, she was out. There was something wrong. And yeah, just when you're ready, just let us know.
But 7 o'clock, I can be for a little long because I have to be there at 7:30.
Let's just do a couple more minutes because I know they want to go. They've been here for a while.
The girls actually stayed to hang with Ryan. Ryan went home, so you guys are good people. Appreciate it. They look tired. But let's talk about the trip again. I'm into this.
Well,
subject.
One guy already came back saying, "How about March, April?"
So let's just come up with this, this subject real quick. What would a trip like that cost? Like average.
Okay, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'll throw out a number, but I haven't traveled in a while. Back then, it used to be airfare was around like a reasonable airfare was like around $1,000
without airfare. Just everything else that we're doing there.
Oh, that really depends. That really
5,000. Average?
Not including airfare?
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna be that much.
Okay.
If we're just talking about bouncing around from different places and having the bus or whatever take us around, we're talking about including food or not including. Everyone pays their own food.
Well, we should have like a place for them, right? And then food, I guess.
Yeah,
we'll just...
I mean, food's cheap enough. We can, lump it in and cover it. We're just not going to go to any like super high end place, but it's something that you're comfortable with.
For one night, we could take him.
Yeah, and then of course, your alcohol or whatever is all on you.
Dude, I remember we went to this place. I think it was for Sam's wedding, and everybody was drunk and then had a huge screen and singing karaoke drunk. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, crazy.
So we could do some fun stuff. If you guys want to set up this trip, just let us know, and we'll make it happen. We'll start thinking about when to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think not counting airfare, $3-4 grand should cover it. Are we counting hotel too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I then more around $4 grand maybe for, like 10 days, 14 days, somewhere around there.
So Robert said his pH is 6.5, 6.6, and he's from New Jersey, so he shouldn't be.
Okay.
His water is very soft.
So here's the thing. I don't think Jersey water is soft. Jersey water is hard and high.
Said it's very soft.
Is that out of the tap, or do you have well water, or you're talking about your tank? That's a very, very big difference. Okay.
Robert Medley said, "Does baby Sabrina pike grow fast or slow? If you give them space and feed them well, they should grow fast. But they're not a very large fish to begin with. So 12, 13 inches, that's pretty much an adult one."
What fish are we
Baby
talking?
Sabrina.
Sabrina? Okay. Yeah, they don't get that big.
Hey guys, dude from Nova Scotia, Canada, actually Joey's town, just wanted to let you know you win that fight 100 times. Side note, Blake's Arapaima pass. I saw that. You guys going to hook him up with another? I already spoke to Blake. We're looking for some bigger ones for him and for ourselves as well. But appreciate it, man. Yeah, Joey, I feel bad for him.
Why?
Because I'm going to have to beat him up. You know? I didn't want to do that. We're building a pond in New York. Do you have any recommendations? Outside pond or inside pond? Just tapping in. AIFB. Is today Fly River Turtle? No, it's this coming Thursday. Right? So they're coming this weekend, and then we're going to ship Thursday. Wednesdays for Thursday.
Yeah, midweek next week sometime.
Yeah. How's Blue Squid doing? He's doing great. I think I'm actually let him go to I have an aquarium, reach out looking for one. So I might just let him go there and cook, because we don't have his tank set up yet. And then we get another one later. It's outside. So because of the cold, you can really just keep paddlefish, sturgeon, koi, depending on the size of the pond.
You can keep pikes also, right?
Pikes, yep. Mm. Any updates on next Spider Calberry? Saturday.
It's all going to be next week.
So this Saturday, we have a huge shipment coming in. A lot of crazy fish. If you guys want to stay tuned for that, we'll definitely post some videos on Instagram, some videos on YouTube, obviously, of the unboxing. But the fish, we saw some videos of it. They all look super healthy. And that's it. We'll have them up on the website for you. Rod, sterling or sugar? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I'm not trying to win any argument. No, we don't take it as an argument, Robert. If you're free to give me a call, we can talk about it too. We don't want you to be upset either. So when we have more angels, we can definitely help you out. But it's just hard to understand.
Well, what it is I think it's maybe just a difference in parameters, and maybe adjusting too fast could also affect it, because those angels weren't bigger angels. They were smaller angels, right? They were like 2 inches. And you're in an established tank. Sometimes, in an established planted tank, the parameters.
Do you have any other angels in that tank? Because one time, remember in Florida, this is a true story. I had a 300-gallon with the background, one of the glass tanks that everybody loved in the front, and I had probably 200 angels doing amazing. And I brought a new batch in for a different country, and I quarantined them and put them in that tank, and in 2 days, everything died. So what we found out just through importing fish from different countries, fish also can get virus.
Yeah.
And it's not something that you can treat. It's like a cold, like a flu, right? Yep. And we have to just the process. The weaker ones would pass and some of the stronger ones would live, but it could happen as well. So I think if you're getting Altum angels, like wild Altum, probably better just do a group of wild, don't mix with bred fish, correct?
Correct. I mean, sometimes it's tough because people don't have the space and they only have the one tank and they want different things. It might sound cruel, but you just have to use a test fish. So if you, of course, you should always have a quarantine tank. But let's say you've quarantined everything and you're ready. You take one from that group and then move it into your main tank and see what happens. If that one does well, then you can move the rest of them. That's one practice that people do. But sometimes we don't like to just jump into that virus theory right away. We like to analyze the whole situation first and see what's wrong as well.
So just feel free to reach out and we'll definitely help you out. Not a problem at all. And if you're so close, you can even come by and pick it up so we don't have to do the shipping and cause more problems. Shannon said, hey, Rod, just sit on Joey. Now, Shannon, that's weird. I'm not going to help you with your CITES anymore, say Shannon. Paul said, how thick should I use to build a 4x4x8 acrylic tank?
Okay, so let's make sure we got those dimensions right. You mean 8 feet long, right? Because when you say 4x4x8, it means it's 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
And that's very different. I'll assume you mean 8 feet long, 4x4. It should be 1 inch. But you can get away with 3/4, but at least the walls should be 1 inch. It'll be much safer because you're going too tall. You're going 4 feet tall, so the thickness has to be there. If your tank was a little bit lower, like a 36 tall, then you can get away with 3/4. But at 4, it should be 1 inch minimum.
Cod Fishing 180 said you need to get a Murray cod freshwater in Australia. Good day, y'all. Yes. Have you had one before? Have you seen one before?
Didn't we bring it in one time? Or
no.
You know?
Murray cods, we never had it.
No? Okay.
I might have had 1 or 2 in Florida.
Geo Blaze asking minimum tank size for 2 Kelberry. It's hard to say. I think Kelberries are one of the smaller species of peacocks, right? They don't get as big.
Right,
as
probably 14 inches max.
Yeah. You can get away with a 120 for life, I think, if they hit 14 and it's just those 2 fish. But it really depends how long you want to keep them in that tank for. If you're talking about a starter tank, then yeah, you can start with a 50-gallon, 75-gallon. But as they grow, I would think at least a 120 or like a 150.
Joshua is just saying my name. I don't know why. Did I miss the question?
I don't know. Glass NYC is asking, will puffer bite mark heal over time? I would think so.
Wait, like on itself or on another fish?
I think on him. He's probably talking about his puffer. Maybe got like teeth marks on it.
Okay.
It should heal.
Can you read Wilson message?
Okay.
I don't even know what type of word that is.
Urethristic. That's the red gar.
Urethristic.
Yeah, I think so. Urethristic. But yeah, that's the red gar. Remember we talked about that last time. It's the one that has the black line and it's the reddish body. like the ones.
But they're not like really, really rare. It's just, I mean, red. They're just.
It's a color.
reddish.
It's a color morph. It's reddish, but it's not like, oh my god, red. It's like a. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Someone said teabag.
Mm-hmm.
So Robert said, you guys did an amazing job by sending a new batch. Love you all. Definitely will visit the store when you open. Yeah, let us know. Angels is one of those things that's hard, man. Like, I've learned that lesson when I was in Florida. I had a group of like 200 of them doing amazing, growing, and I added some new ones in and wipe out the entire tank. So, Whips World said, Rod, have you ever done the portable pool pond with the vision panel? Do you think that they're worth the money?
I'm not familiar with that. With the vision panel?
The pool pond, is that you talking about the rubber one, like the clear rubber one? Because I think everybody that had one, that one leaked.
Yeah, those are no good.
High Desert said, can I do a diamondback sturgeon with the goonch? You could. You just have to make sure that they both have enough space.
And make sure the goonch is not too much bigger than the sturgeon.
That'll be food. Riverado said, thank you for the great time and for answering my questions. I can't wait for the next video. You're welcome. Thank you for being here with us. But I think it's time. I have to start getting ready to go train so I can beat up Joey. And if you guys want to make sure that happens, go on Joey's videos. Joey, I'm talking about King of DIY. Go on his videos and put hashtag AirPymaneck. We're going to drive him crazy.
Okay. All right. The girls are hungry. Time to go.
Jinx. Oh, well, finally we got the live to work. Hopefully John will be here for next week and we can be back in business. But I'm going to let you guys go. We have a lot of work to do tomorrow, getting the tanks prepped for all the new fish coming in. And I think we're on the right track. We're getting things done.
Yeah, things are going.
But maybe next week we can talk more about the trip and see how many people are actually want to get this going. If you do want to go to Asia and you want to get this trip going, make sure you send an email to stingraybiology@gmail.com to push Fei-Jai to make this happen. Let's go.
And I never check my email, so send it to livefish@predatoryfins.com. But please, no, on a serious note, though, please be serious about it, right? Because if you're telling us that you're really serious, then we'll take it seriously and really try to organize it. I don't want to put this all together and then.
But they have to prepay something, because otherwise there's no point of putting it all together.
No, but we have to figure out everything. You know what I mean? Plan it all out. I have to find out prices of things, and I really, really have to spend a lot of time to organize and plan this event or function. So please just be very, very serious about it, right? Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Right.
Now I got to read this last comment. You two sound like a couple of pretty teens talking on the phone when you're supposed to be sleeping. It is what it is. I'll see you guys next time.
Take care, guys.
Pretty teen. I was a pretty teen, bro.
Still running. I gotta shut it off. How do you shut this thing?